second half. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football, the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into your rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
Takes the handoff. It's Gibson. At midfield, he's got room. Racing down the left side. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on a 61-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Hunter. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw, it's Daniels. They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires one high and deep. Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Wide open downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23.
It seems to me, too, like, after watching the
they are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
A very big count, like, oh, white hot gun down
They
black
got
man.
it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back
White
out there.
White man, and like that.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if they're bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats, I'm sure.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He wants a big play here late. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet. Just a bunch of plays really quickly. So, what do they go for here? I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I'm sorry about my buddy, my son. I'm not going to say his name. And the rest of the 5 years old, so he knows how to manipulate somebody's body, get people off, stand up, bridge, switch, brand roll. So most of the training handle versus history. I agree with him. He's a guy in our area, Seattle Police Department. My buddy Jacob, he goes there and he says,
The Ducks will kick it away to start. Reeled in inside his 30-yard line, and here he comes. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. The Broncos offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David.
And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To throw, it's Rodemaker. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Oregon Ducks offense will go to work for the first time today. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity, and they weren't able to do it there.
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Finds his man. It's Gibson. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for a receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. And the Ducks will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. and the Broncos will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. He wants to throw here on second down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, big moment for the defense now because you know you're one play away from winning this thing. You've got a one-possession lead. You've just forced 3 straight incompletions. Do you have enough left?
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Did you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Ready to try the point after. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep.
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, and he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On the ready.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
First play of the first possession of OT. Give to the fullback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it was a nice play there, handing it off to the fullback, and the defense. That strong safety came downhill. He made that tackle. If he doesn't make it, who knows, guys? I mean, that might have been a touchdown.
Oh, it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Offensive players, when they got the ball, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Come in, come in.
This defense is desperate. Any kind of score and it's over. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of
Finally,
rush.
Wait, they're like, wait, that's my Seahawk thing.
That would make sense. This was in my laundry.
I was like, why the fuck are you wearing the Seahawks gear?
I don't know.
I was like, I only wear Seahawks gear in this house.
Yeah. Bro, I was going to say, my parents got me so many clothes over the last, 2 months because my Christmas...
No, same here, brother. I understand.
Okay, cool.
Clothing gets mixed up here, but I was just like,
Yeah, no, good calling me
I
out.
was just like looking at, I was like weirded out. It's all good.
You want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Snags it over the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined.
Yes, no, yes.
He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
First time.
Game on the line, and
First
they've got
dub.
to be the more physical side.
Second
Great
dub,
job
actually,
getting
but
blocks
first
up
on
front.
this
He was
mode.
able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
That's kind of how I got a taste of that because my two friends I bought this game for are like, they told me they put $4 grand into it. So, what did you put $4 grand into? They might be exaggerating. I feel like these might be both doing it. But still, at least like a few $100.
Well, it's not that. I mean, what do you
Tax.
Okay, I could see it actually then. No,
Because
if that's how it works.
I'm not excited for it. But yeah, I've had like one of my defensive guys get changed to like a 98 from the 64, and it was like I started getting sacked. You know what sack is? So I get the QB. So I started getting sacks left and right.
Were you getting sacked? Or you sacked?
I was sacking, and my dude was just a chunky guy with a guy right on the mouth. And I actually caught a fumble. And, got it was over. I need to talk something. So, I want to regularly pull.
It's been like a curse lifted off my soul. Like last night, I spent the entire night not wanting to. Well, just because I could tell my stomach was on that verge of like smoking another bowl. Especially from Steve. Well, I ended up picking up my guts anyway. It's fine. See, oh my god. I'm stealing this. Not stealing it. I'm gonna leave my phone. Charge. Oh, you found it. What was it? Did you know it was there? Did you actually like just not know it was looking for it?
I was high as fuck. I didn't know.
That's not. I'm like, that's probably how you did this. I've definitely done this. Looking for the phone to see if I can handle it.
Sometimes it's just like, oh. So I don't know. Oh, I get the lots. Oh. You know how crazy it is, dude? I want. I'm getting better. I don't blame him.
I don't. No.
Dude, respect to him for standing his ground and being like, no. So.
The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff.
Ramen, remember how it happened last time when we got Tracy? Ramen, we just kind of
inside his 20. Nice return there. He'll be dragged down at the 34. So Missouri's offense takes the field for the first time today. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go. And that's
it is, unfortunately,
and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
And to be doing productive things rather than drinking today.
Negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on second and 14.
We've only really done it on the weekend.
He's looking to throw.
Yeah, Tracy.
Fakes the grab on the left. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quickly complete.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage.
Cinnamon brought back a bunch of stuff from the forest.
The give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense
Gotta watch
trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass.
I just kind of fucked up in my laundry.
And
So
the
it's
pressure
all-
gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
I just kind of need to clean my room. I need to get them out from baby food constantly. And it's like, I don't even ask. How do you even know it? I definitely need to be more on it. Definitely. But like, and they are right for the most part. They're overacting.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Is it in the dryer? Oh, do you need to do laundry today?
Dude, yeah, no rush.
Can you? I don't know. I'll just stall me more. Can you just put it in the? Actually, I can just do it right now.
I mean, there's an empty basket. I could just throw it in there.
I mean, I don't know. This is all kind of dirty. Yeah, Casey. I took the stuff out of the dryer.
I was so fucking mad. I was so mad, and I was so fucking I was blushing. You couldn't see because I'm black. I was blushing. I was sweating my ass off, and I came home. And I was making the bed, and I was like, fucking Blade. I crave cum. And I was like, well, you know what? It's not a bad thing because Worcester came up with a serum so he didn't crave blood. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm okay. I think Whistler, Allen's going to be able to take care of me. So
yeah, Allen's going to make you some kind of serum where you don't crave cum anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking, I wasn't mad. It was like, I felt like it was like a long time since I've hung out with a whole bunch of bros and just shot the shit around the round table and fucking with each other. So I loved it, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you so much for coming out, dude. I mean, that's really all Unsubscribe is. It's just a bunch of bros sitting around having some drinks and bullshitting. For anyone that doesn't know what Demetrius is talking about, we have a superhero group called the Offenders. And so, yeah, he's Blade, but instead of blood, he craves cum. Mine is I can fly, but I have to shout racial slurs while I'm flying, so it's really hard to save some people. What was Eli's? Eli's the crime cuck. So he can go at super speed to any crime scene, but for 5 minutes he just phases through people and can't interact with the crime.
Yeah.
That's the Offenders, basically. So every time we have someone on unsub, we let them pick their superpower and all set to that superpower.
Yeah. Mine was horrible. Mine was horrible. Mine was out. I was like, God damn it. I was like, I felt real good about it too. I felt super confident. I was like, Blade's untouchable. Only thing he creates is blood. They fix that problem, and then fucking fat electrician, they throw the cum in my face. Like, son of a bitch. Now,
I swear to God, I don't crave cum.
exactly. Now, you did the cooking stream. How is the cooking stream going?
Oh, it's good. That was the first and only one we've done so far.
Have you dropped it yet?
No, I don't think it's been dropped yet. Because we just started a streaming service called Pepperbox, and that's my show on there. It's called Let 'Em Cook, and I just make food for our guests. Which hopefully the steak was good. Hope you liked it.
Dog, it was fucking phenomenal. I came home and I told my wife, I said, that steak was so good. Like, it was amazing. She goes, well, what type of steak was that? I was like, I don't know, some shit he picked out in the store in Texas. And she goes, well, of course, everything's better in Texas. The meat, the food, everything.
The guns.
Definitely. So it's funny because I was home and I was talking, I saw the video of me shooting with Brandon, the 45. And, at your guys' range, obviously it's private. Yeah. Fully automatic, you can shoot 10, you can shoot blah, 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 first. Here at our ranges, my buddy's like, hey, man, you want to go shoot some guns? I'm like, no, I'm good. He goes, well, why not? And I was like, because you gotta, you want to do single fire shots, bam, bam, bam. You can't actually, I was doing some actual drilling and training at the range with Eli, where it's okay, bring up, pop, down.
I don't want to invest time into a video game like that.
What game?
Mortal Kombat again. Just like for a future. I don't want to be a professional. Like.
Dialing up a second down pass play.
Oh, what?
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic. It's because of these fans.
They fake it, pitch it to the tight end. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Mizzou has it back.
Oh. Sorry, I'm going to turn this one off.
Hello?
Coming out on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt.
Ah, you fucked up.
Like was a little bit more sensitive on this one. It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
This offense. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Johnson. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle.
What?
Did the yellow goal too?
No.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's
Mm-hmm.
brought down at 42. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets
That's what I mean.
in the heat, and down he goes again. Missouri wants to go fast. On third and long, you'll need to push it down.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
This defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California here on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the
Yeah, I just have like a linebacker that's just a fucking beast. Yeah, there's my man. Yeah. The better players really do just are nasty with it.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Probably needed
Hello, Joe.
an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Ducks ready to go back to work on.
Where's Joe?
I don't know where Joe is.
Joe, where'd you go, bro?
He invited me 5 minutes ago.
What a bitch.
Didn't even take me that long this time.
Control of this game. The late score in the first half, and now the opportunity to extend the lead even more.
and just keep building the confidence, right?
Oh no, okay, almost an interception. Yeah, I know it's kind of annoying.
And all of a sudden now you're starting to feel like everything we're dialing up is working, and we want to go keep lighting up the scoreboard. So
Man, shit.
Right? Don't change who you are. You finished the first half great. Now come out and set the tone in this second half.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. And now on third down after that last run. Here's the give off the left side.
Oh, what the fuck?
Howard is fourth and 2. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the snap to the up man. It's a fake. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Hands it off. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
how about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Yo.
Not on their side. Down 6 late. 4th down looming. They'll have to get it.
None of that was really there yesterday.
Fires toward the end zone.
People are asking at this point.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 30. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. To the air, it's Gabriel. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the 2-point try. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Nice return there. He'll be ground down at the 34. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He'll crank up this drive with the pass. Tip ball put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, rotated the ball, and then knocked it down.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Hit the afterburners kick. Slippery slide. Found his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass.
Whereas when you look at the Malone Woman fight, Malone was getting right in Leon's face. He was lighting him up with combinations, landing uppercuts, landing short hooks, putting it together so much better than Bush was. And again, this was overwhelming Leon. He couldn't handle it, and therefore he was covering up, which just left his hips wide open. And again, look at the difference between this sequence right here and this sequence right here. Leon is and Burrell already has his hands locked behind him because, again, he was setting it up so much better with the short combinations. Now, you look at Sean Brady, he was very, very capable of using essentially this exact same game plan that Malone wanted. Both of them are very stocky, boxing heavy crap, and that is exactly what Sean Brady did. At the very start of this fight, he got right in Leon's face, was landing the short combinations, making Leon uncomfortable. Leon, again, doesn't have a tremendous amount of power in his hands. He's not that strong of a boxer. Look, if Leon Edwards had Sean O'Malley's skill set where, he will put your lights out if you try to get in his face recklessly, then, this kind of game plan wouldn't work. But that's just not Leon Edwards. I mean, look at this sequence right here. The very start of round 3, Brady gets right in Leon's face. Leon right here lands a good shot, but he doesn't quite have the power or the stamina to here. Brady just stays in his face. Leon even steps in and lands a fairly clean elbow. And Brady is completely undeterred. He just stayed on him, got right in his face, just made Leon so uncomfortable that he took probably one of the fucking worst takedown attempts I've ever seen. He got stuck and immediately got punished on the ground. It was so clear Brady knew the game plan. Him and his team were so well prepared. He has Dean Thomas in his corner, and I do legitimately respect Dean Thomas' mind when it comes to MMA and game planning and fucking very, very clearly they look second you turtle into your knees to try to stand back up, they're going to punish you with either a body lock or a back kick. Specifically Brady, again, coming from that pure jiu-jitsu background, just absolutely dominated Leon in every which way. Leon had no opening back up. He was getting smashed in bottom half guard, and any time he tried to turtle to try to get away, it was just immediately get punished. And, you know, he was screwed no matter where this fight comes around. Brady is legitimately world class. Something that I find so fascinating that nobody really talks about is, did you guys know Sean Brady had a grappling match against somebody who was considered the second best grappler in the world in Craig Jones? And do you know that Sean Brady fucking won? I mean, it's so crazy. Combat sports fans love crossover fights.
I'm not with this down since I got it. If you get it, you are going to be the same way. Robert O'Neill in a book, everything from A to Z. It has graphs, it has diagrams. This book is amazing. You guys know who Robert O'Neill is and watched her videos before. Everything she talks about is in this book. I have it linked right here for you to check out. It's a book worth buying.
Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this.
Yeah, this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents.
They absolutely love it. We all loved it when Conor McGregor tried to fight Floyd Mayweather. We loved it when Francis Ngannou went out there and did what he did against Tyson Fury. But, you know, obviously this crossover event clearly did not reach those same heights. And, you know, obviously that's for a few key reasons. For one, at the time this match happened, Sean Brady was fairly unproven. I mean, he was, you know, I wouldn't say he was a household name yet in the slightest. And of course, like you'd imagine, there are some very heavy caveats when it comes to him winning the match. For starters, there were no heel hooks allowed, which I always find kind of interesting in these matches because heel hooks are completely allowed in MMA. 100% allowed to do anything a heel hook. Heel hooks have to be MMA, right? Ryan Hall destroyed BJ Penn's leg with a heel hook. Chase Hooper has won fights via heel hook. Corey Sanders.
Like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
Hello? I did join the party. But there's no Joe. There's no Joe. It's all good. No rush. I'll see you in a second. I'm good, man. I've been grinding football. Yeah.
Like, I wasn't expecting the end of the March for it to be like
103, and well, I mean, you're in New Mexico. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. So I don't just have a bunch of 63s anymore. I have 91, 98, 90, 92, 93, 90. My defense is way beefier now. My offense is meh. That's kind of what I got. Hmm. I don't know, man. Dude, I'm like deceptively big because I'm a little fat. Actual big people would destroy me. I'm like 6'2", bordering 3, and I'm pretty big, but like, I don't know, my wrists are small, my ankles are small, my frame's a bit smaller. Yeah, but I'm still like thick, but like, I don't know, I just like, I roll, I was with this wrestler guy who was in high school, and he was shorter than me, like by quite a bit, but this man's bones were thicker. Like literally, his bones were thicker, and I couldn't wrap my thing around his wrist. Should I sell a really good player to like buy a shit ton of packs? Because I'm like, I have this one guy. How do I sell him? He's in my lineup. Okay. Sorry, I gotta equip someone else in this position for a second. And you want a better QB. Oh, never mind. I don't want to sell anyone right now. I've started realizing you kind of gotta let the AI play a little bit and just play your position. That wasn't my style. I like to adapt and like be a little in charge a little bit more. So I've just been doing the solo seasons, so I'm not like dealing with ridiculous people, and I've just been grinding the AI. I played only like 6 or 7 games, but after like losing a shit ton, I just won 2 in a row. And Yeah. The passing makes sense. It's starting to make sense. Well, it's quick. You gotta be fucking on it, you know. And it's dangerous to pass, so you can't you don't. Sometimes you just run it because you don't want to throw the stupid pass. I started another game. They're really short. I don't know. I just think we're vibing right now. That was my vibe I caught. Yeah. Fair enough, fair enough. I give her something there. I know, I understand. Trust me, I understand. But I'll shut up. Oh. That is not good, man. Fucker. Ha! Third down, bitch. Ha! I fucking know. Oh, nice play. They tossed it. No. They just tossed it a couple, twice. It was a good play. I had him on the ropes. Just AI. Oh no. Oh no. They got it. They got it in. I've been slacking. They do. I've had a few times where I've kind of tricked them out. I realized they've gotten used to my runs. So because I just did run over and over again, so then I did a pass. And it got a touchdown. Chill, it's all chill, brother.
Takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Oregon's offense will have its first possession of the game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes. So it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Open runway ahead. Pass to Ted. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Oregon.
And tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. return from inside the 25. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where are you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They give it to him again. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Red Wolves decide
They're gonna run it?
3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Slips through the line. Can they catch it?
Wait, say again? Sorry. I just got a touchdown.
The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense the football back. How about special teams?
Depends on what it is.
Take the lead for you. Get some excitement. Get some juice back.
Is it like spoiled? Just don't eat it if it's McDonald's. Yeah, if it's just McDonald's, then just fucking.
Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25.
Okay, nice.
They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive.
And they got him.
Bro, my defense is just so beefy now. I've just been like sacking people nonstop.
Back to pass, it's Finley. Unloads to the wideout.
No!
All kinds of room to throw that.
Ah, fuck it, I knew it.
And how about
It's okay though.
what the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. They'll throw it on first down. Takes the It's Schultz. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board
Why?
before the break. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
No, fuck.
The goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On to attempt the try. And it's perfect. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering.
Oh, really? You can do that?
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Do you have any QBs?
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for a crease, it's Turner. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
Come in, come in.
Red Wolves From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position.
Can never get past like the 25 when I run it off of a kick. No, that was stupid. Oh no, it worked though.
Traditionally gone fast as well in the past in Oregon, but you know the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot. They make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Can I change can I change my play after I picked it? How do I do that?
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end.
Oh no. Almost a fumble. Oh no, they got it. That was stupid. I was in the end zone too. I should have ran it. They were hinting at it. The coach was like, you should run it. I just am enjoying the learning.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game.
That tends to happen sometimes.
Yeah, this and the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I love when you pressure the QB backwards and you gain yards. It's my fucking my JB Brown is 98, keeps fucking sacking people.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18.
No, he's just a normalish dude, I think.
To the air, it's Finley. And he can't connect on the throw, it's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're bringing heat.
Oh my goodness, the sack. It's 98. I'm pretty sure it's his card number. Let me see. He just sacked again, I think. No. That's his number. That's his jersey. Oh no, that was my other guy, 90. Yeah, so my defensive line is just beefy now. Against AI, anyways.
And the Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. The last time they punted it went back for 6. He gets it away from his own end zone.
Oh yeah.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive proving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Again, I did this. I let it happen again.
Could be huge in a tie game. And he's solid return on the pick. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Off play action. Coming after him. And he can't find anyone open.
Sack, sack, sack. I'm sacking the bitches.
Offensive line is really struggling right now late in the game. You just wonder how tired they are because they've given up back-to-back sacks now on 2 straight plays.
And there is Little that will send a whole crowd into a frenzy like back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long coming up. And he's not going to...
Not even anywhere close to the fucking...
The Red Wolves send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball.
Oh no!
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up with this team.
Because you need to on the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
One of the reasons this defense is so hard to move the football on, they've got a safety back there who's just reading the QB's eyes, and he's so athletic and so fast. He's able to break passes up, and right now, it's like he's just toying with the quarterback. He's inviting him to try and take some shots, knowing that he's going to get them to disrupt the ball.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. He'll take a shot. Touchdown!
There goes overtime.
Here in OT.
I won.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Let me have one though.
First down, they need to answer with a touchdown. He wants to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Feeling some heat. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. 4th and long, and they have to pick it up to keep their chances alive. He's got him, and they convert. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. He wants to throw it again. He's got it. Touchdown. Red
Damn.
Bulls. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Using his legs, it's Adams. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job on defense. They did their film study. On 3rd down, they're trying to dial up the screen, see if they can get these pass rushers way up the field, but no can do. They get a tackle for loss on the play.
Yes.
Incomplete, and we'll go to another overtime period.
Well, they couldn't come up with it there on 4th down and overtime, so now their defense comes onto the field, and a lot of pressure
What?
on this defense now to keep the O out of the end zone.
First down, and they'll win it with...
No, it's just overtime or 21-21. And they didn't catch it. And there we go. There's another touchdown.
How about this offense coming out and executing so great, knowing what they needed. They were on defense first. They knew exactly what they needed to do. Come out, they get the throwing touchdown.
21-27.
Right now, nice execution by the offense.
And that play right there, David, really encapsulates, I think, the identity of this team. They're going to fight and scratch
I was gonna blow.
to the very end to
Isn't that
get
cool?
it done. Great job executing. You're late in the
1
game.
second. I'll be right back.
Well, that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I'm back.
The Ducks will put toe to leather and will get started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32.
I'm really paranoid about that flea thing now.
So BYU's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes the quarterback. And one thing you know for sure with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And this quarterback hasn't been able to find his rhythm on his first two throws. 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. The expressway is wide open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, BYU. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play. 68 yards on the touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic.
Hello, Joe.
Good return on that one before he's brought down. The Ducks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
Throws to the tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. It'll be a draw.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left, but you're in a situation.
A little trickeration, looking to throw. The catch is made, but he's beyond the sideline, so they'll turn it over on downs. A 1st down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable in confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cougars. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that. Nice job.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football.
He's loose down the middle. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his own 20. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This is a 3rd and long. Just feeds the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Looking to throw for it. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. They're cornering the market on fakes. Here comes another one. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake.
I love the aggressive nature by the head coach, trying to reach into the bag of tricks on a fake punt, but the defense was expecting it. And we've got a change of possession.
Got his man down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harris. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. It is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Tracks through Hims.com, you can explore a range of options that work best for you, so you can grow visibly thicker and healthier. Get back to flawless hair care in just 3 to 6 months with doctor-trusted ingredients like Tabasco.
After putting up a field goal, let's see what the defense can do. Here's the return from inside his
stop hair loss and regrowth.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark
Get started today.
7 yards.
Hims.com.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The gift to
First
the
question, Oscar, what's up? What's up? Just give us your thoughts on another night like that.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Yeah, I mean, all this return to London, you had a successful event in Manchester last year, so it's nice to get back, and it seems like this March event, March date, works out really well for our calendar. Nice to be back. We had a ton of our European broadcasters that came in to watch. I thought, the fights were great overall. Nice to see like a really just dominant performance by Brady. Interesting. I didn't think it was going to go that way. And I guess neither did the crowd, but it was a very impressive performance.
You mentioned the Manchester event last year. We had 2 UK events last year. Do you base a set we kind of come back once a year every time, right? Do you base a second one based on what's happening with UK fighters like Liam and stuff like that? Or can we guarantee a second event this year?
No, we don't base it on the fighters. This is like, calendar set 6 to 9 months out. We're always trying to be in the UK twice a year. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Also driven by the other events that we want to do throughout Europe, throughout the Middle East, North Africa. But typically we enter every year trying to get to the UK twice.
Do you think we'll come back again this year?
It's possible, yeah.
And obviously I don't know if you can speak to when the fight's happening, not happening, but just in terms of Tom Aspinall being on screen guys who are able to capitalize on moments like that and sort of push the narrative that they're trying to tell forward.
I mean, I think it's good. I think, what Dana and the matchmakers are always doing is just letting fighters be themselves. And so if they want to jump into the narrative and continue to push it forward, it doesn't hurt. They're going to do whatever they want to do. They're not going to get, anyone telling them not to do that type of thing. I think it's great. I mean, I think everyone's really interested in seeing this fight. I'm not sure when it's going to come together. I think Dana was dropping some hints throughout this week that, news could be coming soon. But in terms of timing, nothing to mention right now.
Also for me, obviously, she was available because tonight's region is Bonnie McCann, who announced her retirement tonight. Just your thoughts on having this region and everything that goes with it.
Yeah, I mean, she mentioned that, I think, at the end of her post-fight speech and her retirement speech, that she might want to play a role in some of the athletes that we've got in different areas around the world post their UFC fighting career and the impact that they make. I mean, there's no better example than Nogueira in Brazil. I mean, the guy is out there every week. He's building houses, he's raising money, he's doing clinics with
One of the best running backs in all of college football. I don't know if anybody thought they would dominate him and completely shut him down the way they have. Negative rushing yards in the game for this guy. You cannot say enough just about how physical this defense has been. Playing with a chip on his shoulder all game long to shut him down.
Oh my, he just shanked down. For them to now give back. So in terms of an ambassador role, I think during her career, couldn't have done much better. But the opportunity to now spring forward into something that's more meaningful for the next, for the rest of her life, I think it's something that we really need to build around.
Plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game. A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt.
More than a fight night in terms of bringing a pay-per-view fans, more than a fight.
A sense of urgency now that they got a loss in college. So watch the tape.
Yeah, we can. We've done a number of these pay-per-views either in the middle of the night, in certain circumstances. We've done them in local prime time. We talk extensively about the limitations that we've got to do pay-per-views in kind of traditional broadcast windows time for North America. It works obviously in Australia because it's a Sunday afternoon event. To do an event in Europe or the Middle East, pay-per-view that is more challenging for us. Having said that, we just talked about Manchester. So could we do it? Yes. We haven't looked into some of the limitations that we might have from a venue or like an ordinance perspective. Sometimes you just can't get a permit. You need to think about transportation. There's a lot of things that go into being able to have an event, a pay-per-view event in the middle of the night. So I think, and someone keep me honest here, but the main card in Manchester last summer, I think, was at 3 a.m. So the main fight didn't really walk till 5:30. Can you do that in Paris? I'm not sure if we've even asked the question. If that's the case, we might. Right? It's been big gates, always sold out, 3 events in a row with, arguably one of the most raucous crowds that we've got. Mendel's competing in Montreal. To see Benoit Saint-Denis come back at some point soon. So could you fill it with the necessary athletes to sell the tickets at a pay-per-view average ticket price? I think you could.
Thank you. Last one for me. Without saying names, there is possibility to have a new French fighter in the UFC this year?
Absolument.
Merci.
Ouais. Just here, staying on the theme of Europe, I know that the Czech Republic and Germany, they have a lot of talent. Obviously, Europe, Prochazka's on a great run. They're dying for a UFC event, not pay-per-view, but a fight night, something. And you mentioned plans to potentially go to those scenes. Is there any movement for potentially 2025?
He goes,